Find a comfortable seated position to begin. So we have 4 people in the studio and 9 online. So it's good energy. And once you see, close your eyes. Tune into the physical sensations in your body, whatever they might be. And you might go through each of the sensations and say, I'm aware that I can feel my knees, I'm aware that I can feel my hips, I'm aware that I can feel my back, or whatever it is. And become aware of the movement of your body as you breathe. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I feel my belly, ribs, and chest rise. And breathing out, I feel my chest, ribs, and belly soften. I feel the movement as I'm breathing in. And I feel the movement as I'm breathing out. Take a moment to release onto your back. And draw your knees into your chest. You can pop off your socks now or whenever you like, or not at all. If you don't take your socks off, be careful that you don't slip on your mat. Interlace your fingers in front of your knees and find a slow movement that matches your breathing from side to side. And come back to the center and find happy baby by hooking your hands behind your knees or the soles of your feet. Ankles and knees are wider than the width of your ribs, width of your hips. Soft eyes, relaxed jaw, relax your shoulders, not pulling with the arms. to the floor. Cross your right knee on top of your left knee. Bring your arms out to the side in a T position. Shift your hips an inch or two to the left. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, drop your knees over to the right. Yawning is good in yoga. Good. Release back to the center and slide your outside of your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And roll to the left so the sole of your right foot lands flat on the floor. Shoulders are grounded. You can always play with the positioning of your arms to feel more. Release to your back again. Keep your right foot right where it is. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your left thigh as one option. In front of your left shin as another option. Or you can straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling. You can grab your big toe as a third option. Keep the right foot where it is. Drop your left foot down to the floor. Bend the knee. Slide the right knee right back on top of the left knee again. Bend your knees up. Interlace your fingers in front of either your right knee, your left knee, or grab the tops of your feet or ankles. Keep expanding your belly and breathing out fully. And release. Uncross the legs, feet on the floor again. Cross your left knee on top of your right. Inch your hips a little bit over to the right, arms out to the side, drop your knees left. Release back onto your back. Slide your left foot on top of the right knee. You may have to work your hips a little bit back towards the center of the mat to have enough room to stay on the mat. When you roll to the right hip, the sole of the left foot lands on the floor. Release onto your back again. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your right thigh. Or any other option in front of your right knee. Release your right foot to the floor, slide the left knee on top of the right. Bend your knees up towards your chest and interlace your fingers in front of one of your knees or grab the tops of your feet. Release the legs straight up overhead. Squeeze the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling and space in between your toes. Lift your head up, lift your fingertips up towards your toes just to brush them, or perhaps hook your fingers onto your toes. You can also have your hands anywhere on the back of your leg, but keep your legs straight. And use your hands as a guide if you need them to help that. So the hands could be thighs, knees, calves, ankles, or the tops of your feet. Bend the right knee and grab the outside of your right foot into half happy baby. Drop the left leg straight down onto the floor. And reach the left arm overhead. Rest the back of your left hand on the floor. And bring your left leg back up overhead again. And bend the left knee, grab the outside of your left foot into half happy baby. Release the right leg straight on the floor and the right arm extend overhead. Release, bend both knees to the floor, feet flat on the floor. Find your way into table. Onto your hands and knees. Bend your right knee up and out to the side and begin to circle it towards your right elbow. And then go the other way. And release the right leg straight behind you. Bend your knee so the sole of your right foot is up towards the ceiling. Take a little breath in, drop your knee towards the right knee towards the floor, and then donkey kick your sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, straight up towards the ceiling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. In, release. Bend your left knee up and out to the side and begin to circle it towards your left elbow. Both arms stay straight. The right elbow wants to bend. Go the other way with your circles. And release the left leg straight behind you. Bend the knees so the sole faces straight up towards the ceiling. Little breath in, drop the left knee so it hovers a couple inches from the floor, and then kick the left foot up towards the ceiling. You could try to punch a hole in the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. And release. Child's pose. Creep your fingertips towards the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine. Inhale your way back up to table. Tense your fingers. Step your left foot through. Curl your back foot under, press up to lunge. And walk your left hand inside your left foot. And then come onto the outside edge of your left foot. Your left knee will bow out to the left. You'll feel this in the outside of your left hip. So both hands are inside your left foot. And look at the sole of your left foot. So come onto the outside, the left edge of your left foot. And your left knee will come towards the left, hang out over the left side of the mat. Drop your right knee to the floor, reach sole of your left foot, and come back to table. Tense your fingers again. Step your right foot through to lunge. And press up. Walk your hands inside your right foot. And lift the sole of your right foot up so you can get a little opening in the right side of your leg. Good. Drop your left knee back down to the floor. And come back to table. Release to child's pose. Inhale your way up to table again. Walk your thumbs together so they touch. Inhale the left arm up. Hold. Breathe. Soften. And release. It's a rotation out to the side here with the right arm. So out to the side like a half a T position, and then up and hold. You can reach it straight up overhead. And release. Release your thumbs together again. We'll do this one more time on each side. Good. Relax your lower back before you move again to lift the left arm up. Release. So this is a great place to play with where your body is in time and space as you inhale the right arm up. You'll notice that the weight shifts towards your right leg and your hips will move to the right, but try to see if you can bring some of the weight back to your left hand and keep the right arm up. Beautiful. Good, and release. Walk the knees together. Sit back towards your heels. You can always place a blanket underneath your shins or on top of your calves. Forward, back to table. If you have long sleeves on, you can roll your sleeves up past your elbows so you don't slip on the floor. Come down onto your elbows, bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers and release your index fingers and thumbs. Just like downward dog, except that we're on our forearms, and once we're up, you want to press into the part of your forearms that you can feel on the mat right now and elbow. This is a dolphin. Take a breath in and press up. Good, release back onto your knees. Keep your elbows right where they are. Slide your hips back towards your heels so you feel the opening in the outside of your shoulders. Release your forehead to the floor or towards it. Good, inhale back forward, so you're in an elbow down table. Notice the body's responsiveness to being in any postures, and the one that we just did, the shoulders in particular. So we're going to slide back into that again, and watch your body move through the sensation that happens in the outside of your armpit and shoulder. Let your body unravel. It's not about stretching, doing more, putting more force into it to force the body open. Rather, it's breathing into what's there and letting it unwind naturally. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, slide the hips a little bit back towards the heels. You'll start to feel the opening. You can release the forehead to the floor. So you're at the edge of what's possible for you, then soften at that edge. Let go. hold on to anything. Inhale forward again, curl your toes under if they're not still curled under, and press up to dolphin. As you press into your elbows and forearms, you'll feel your chin move towards your heels a little bit. It's the action. Keep your right leg straight and lift it up. And straight back to the floor. The left leg will take its place. Keep it straight by engaging the quad. And press into your elbows and forearms. I know this is very challenging. Good, and release. Back to child's pose. Or sit back on your heels and rest. Bend your arms, rest your forehead on the back of your wrists. Or anything else that's comfortable for you. Back to table. Curl the toes under again. Slide your hands back to your knees and come into a squat on the balls of your feet at the back of your mat. And press up. Hang over your toes in a forward fold. Grab your elbows, gently bounce. Let the arms drop to the floor and roll it up. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Roll them onto your back and down. Good, hands to your hips. Turn your left foot out at a 45-degree angle. And then walk your pinky toe over towards the left side of your mat. Step the right foot forward and bend into the front of your right knee. And bring the left hip along with you so that both hips are equidistant to the front of the mat. Come into cactus arms. Open your chest, the shoulder blades draw together. Neck is soft. Good, hinge forward. Tense your fingers and come up onto the ball of your left foot. Step the left foot forward, hang over your toes in the forward fold. of the center of your chest. Bring your hands to your hips again. We're going to come into the same position on the opposite side, but we're going to go into it the back way. We're going to step the right foot back and out to the side a little bit. So the right foot's at a 45-degree angle. And then bend into your left knee and bring the right front of the right hip around towards the top right corner of your mat. So if you stay long in the back leg, long in the right leg, and open the front of your right hip flexor, you won't feel this collapsing on your back of your belt line in your lower back. Bring the arms up, straight up, and then pull them open into cactus arms. Your fingers are nice and wide, and then soften. And play with the positioning of where your hips are in relation to the bend in your knees, so that the back feels natural and not strained. So make any adjustments you need to take any of that strain that you may feel in your back out, because we don't want that. There's enough of that to go around, isn't it? You guys are a tough crowd. And I've silenced the guys online, so they can't say anything either. Take a breath in, hinge forward, into lunge onto the ball of your right foot. Step forward. Bend your knees deeply so your ribs rest on your thighs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Lift the chest a little bit away from your knees, a little bit away from your thighs. Bring your arms straight out in front of you. Shift your weight back towards your heels. A modified chair pose, Utkatasana. And curl your pelvis up towards your chin. And release to a forward bend. Get straighten your knees as much as you wish. Drop the crown of your head towards the floor. Roll it. Inhale the arms up overhead and release them in front of the center of your chest. Close your eyes. Rest standing. Inhale the arms straight up overhead. Keep your palms together, straight up overhead. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, step your left foot back and out to the side. Bring the arms down to the horizon. Warrior two. Straight spine. Close your eyes. Relax the sides of your neck and top of your shoulders. Good. Take a breath in, exhale, release the right arm to the right thigh, extend the left arm straight overhead, palm faces the floor, extended side angle, long all the way through your left side. Bring your left arm straight out to the side. Left arm straight out to the side, like half an airplane wing. reach as far as you can, and then pull your shoulder blade towards your spine. Pull your left arm back, but keep your left arm straight. And do this a few times. Reach, and then pull. And as you pull, your left shoulder comes right on top of the right one. Reach, and pull. It's actually pretty strenuous. And pull. One more time. Reach, and then pull. And hold it there, and then straighten the left arm up, and then angle it towards the front of the room. Release back to warrior two, straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Left hand finds the front of your right hip. Right hand finds the back of your head. Bend into the front knee. Reverse warrior. And straighten the front leg. Unravel your arms back to level, to the horizon. Slide your hips to the left. Triangle. Reach. Reach. When you can't reach any further, windmill the arms. A soft triangle is the deepest triangle. Straining triangle takes the breath away, causes the rest of the body to fight, so make it easy. Right on the edge of easy and not easy, somewhere in there. It's a wide river between not easy and easy. And release back to warrior two. Windmill to lunge. Step back to plank and press up to downward dog. And release to child's pose. Rest. Bend your arms. Table. Downward dog. Hands stay planted as you walk the feet towards the top of your mat. And hang in a forward fold. Shake your head a little. Might be a couple of kinks in the neck that can be released. Roll it up. Inhale the arms up overhead, palms together and in front of the center of your chest to rest. Inhale the palms together, up overhead. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, step the right foot back and out to the side. Drop the arms down and slide into warrior two. And let your eyes close. Keep softening the arms and shoulders. One more breath in. Drop the left arm down, extended side angle. Firm up your right leg. So engage the quad of your right leg by pushing the sole of your right foot into the mat. You'll feel it in the front of your right hip, and all the way up through your ribs. Okay. Bring your right arm into half an airplane wing. And then pull your right shoulder onto your back. And do this a few times. Reach the right arm out as far and then pull, but keep your right arm straight as you do it. It's challenging. Couple more. You got it. And then hold it there. Hold it back so the right shoulder blade is squeezing against the spine. And then reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling and extend it overhead. Release back to warrior two, straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. Line the front of your left hip with your right hand, the back of your head with your left, and bend the left knee, reach the left elbow up towards the ceiling. Good. Unwind everything, straighten your front leg. Slide the hips to the right for triangle. Tuck your chin to your chest, and then turn and look up at your right thumb. Release back to warrior two. Windmill to lunge. Step back through plank into downward dog. You can choose downward dog as a resting pose if you want to make that your practice this morning, or you can hang here for a few breaths before releasing for a resting child's pose. If you're sustaining downward dog, you'll stay here. Everybody chooses more. Nobody chooses less. Since we're all in downward dog and nobody rested, you can lift the right leg up. If you did rest and I don't see you, come back to downward dog and extend the right leg up. Slide forward into plank and tap the right knee to the right elbow. And then back to a three-legged downward dog. Right knee to right elbow again. And back to a three-legged downward dog. And one more time. And back to a three-legged downward dog and drop the right leg back down. Lift the left leg up. Left knee, left elbow, and back to the left elbow, and back. One more time, and back. Back to downward dog, to plank. And release onto your heels or back to child's pose. Roll forward, slide forward onto your belly, and then roll over onto your back. So your feet face towards the front of the room. Draw your knees towards your chest. This is small rock from side to side. And we'll accumulate the energy of our practice using sleeping tiger, so you can release your hands away from the knees. Bring your thumbs to your belly button. Right hand overlaps the left. Thighs perpendicular to the floor. Shins parallel. Lower back flat. Soften your abdomen and stomach muscles and chest. Close your eyes. Very slight tuck of the chin. Look down with your eyes closed as if you're taking a nap or sleeping. And with each breath in and each breath out, search for sensation in your lower belly. Go beyond any other sensation or thought that you have and keep directing all of your attention to the area right below your navel, underneath your hands. It's where the accumulation happens in this grounding posture. Sleeping tigers for grounding, it's for accumulating energy in the second chakra. It's thought to help with immunity, calmness, balance. More than anything, it brings energy down, it gets us out of our heads. Gets the energy out of the upper energy centers, which in our crazy world that we live in causes problems. Every breath you hold this posture for, in stillness, you're putting energy into the energy bank, so you're feeding your life energy. So we hold this posture, we're increasing the circulation of energy in our body. So we're making the energy in the body flow better. We're converting the energy that we ate into a different form of prana. It's kind of like gasoline or fuel for the second chakra. It's the furnace also of the body. And there's free energy all around us. Most notably in the form of air that we can breathe in. Air is prana, life energy. One more minute here. Seconds. Cross your ankles, lower your feet. You can bring the soles of your feet together or cross your ankles one over the other. Drop your knees out wide. Feel. And finally, extend your legs straight. Let your arms drop down by your side with the palms up. Become aware of the natural movement of your body as you breathe. Scan your body and feel it before you choose to move. When you're ready to move, roll onto your right side and rest in the fetal position on the right side for a few breaths before you sit up. Shavasana is a really important pose. It's time that we give ourselves for integration and training the body to be still. And not so much today with this group, but one of the things I've noticed over the last year is we're all allowing less and less time for Shavasana, especially in online. It's hard to sit, so our Shavasana time really has probably been cut in half from what it would normally be. One of the reasons for that is hour-long classes. So it's important to bring Shavasana into the postures as you move through class as well. With a few extra breaths, or stay a little longer if you feel moved to do so. Thank you for practicing yoga today, letting me sub for Beth. I'll be subbing for her again on Saturday. If you have any questions about anything, hopefully as people begin to make it back to the studio more and more, then we'll have more time for Shavasana. It'll be interesting to see what happens when the two groups merge again. May this practice help us follow the light, know what's real, and listen to our essence and connect to it. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Shut the camera off.